بسم الله الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today we are doing lesson 16B of our Unlock Quran series of understanding the Quran in a very easy way. And in this lesson today we are going to do, like last time, fi'l, amr wa nahi. The same thing we'll do, and we'll take up 4 more words which will go in a different kind of setup. And before we start those 4 words, let's do the revision quickly for the previous lessons. Now this slide, I've been repeating this slide in every lesson beginning. I keep repeating. It's just so that you remember it very nicely, that Arabic words are of 3 types. One is ism. Ism means it's any word. How would you know that it is a ism? When you see a word in the Quran, how would you know? If the word is beginning with al or ending with un, an, in, or un, in, an, that means it's an ism. For example, if it is a name, al-kitab, or kitabun, or makkatun, like this, something like this, or muslimatun, or muslim, muslimun, muslimin, like this. All right. And fa'al is a verb. Verb is any word which shows action. It's something which is done or being done or will be done. That's a verb. And anything which is not a noun and a verb is a harf. That means a particle, that is bi, li, ala, min, fi, and so on. Now verb. We are in the middle of doing verb. And verb, we have understood that verb in the Arabic language, most of the words in most of the words in the Arabic language have got 3 root letters, like fa'ala, fataha, nasara, daraba, like this. So they have got 3 letters. Now fa'al, the verbs are of 3 types. One is the madi, that is something which has been done already. Then the other one is the mudari. Mudari is something which is being done right now or will be done. That's the imperfect tense. Madi is the perfect. Mudari is the imperfect. And the third one is command. Command is the imperative. That means amr, the command, to give a command. So let's quickly show actions. So if it is madi, your hand will go here, madi. And if it is mudari, it goes there, and amr is like this. All right, we know our actions. So let's do here fa'ala, yaf'alu, if'al. Let's do the action. Fa'ala, and then yaf'alu, yaf'ala, fa'ala, yaf'alu, if'al. We know that. So now let's practice the madi all together. I will do it slowly and you can all repeat after me. So fa'ala, the first column is the past tense and it's always on the side. Fa'ala, fa'alu, fa'alta, fa'altu, fa'altum, fa'alna. That was madi. Mudari, there, eye level on top. Yaf'alu, yasir, yaf'alu, yaf'aluna, yasiruna, yaf'aluna. Then taf'alu, you do, taf'alu. Af'alu, I do. Taf'aluna, you all do. Naf'alu, we do. And remember, I had given you that how you will put ya, yasir, yaf'alu. That means he did, they did. It's there. He did, they did. But when you say you're talking about you, I gave example in Urdu and Hindi is tum. You can say tum. Tum means tafal. So you remember it starts. Tum means you all. You all. Tum log. Or if you say anta, and if those are Arabic speakers, anta, antum, ta. So remember the word ta means you. Okay. So taf'alu, taf'aluna. See, taf'alu means you do. Taf'aluna, I do. Taf'alu, taf'aluna. Ta is for you. I'm sorry, I made a mistake. Taf'alu, you do, and then taf'aluna, you all do. Sorry, I made a mistake. I started pointing towards myself. So it is you. So you will point away from you. So you do, taf'alu. You all do, taf'aluna. Okay? You do, taf'alu. You all do, taf'aluna. So remember, ta means for you. Alright, let's practice this once more. Yaf'alu, yaf'aluna. Taf'alu, af'alu. Taf'aluna, naf'alu. Okay, and then we did the last column is amr, if'al, imperative. If you're commanding, you're giving an order. Okay, if'al, do, if'al. So you remember we put our hands like this, join your hand, and then put your finger up, right hand, and you say if'al, if'alu. And then if you want to do nahi, that means you want to negate it, you put your hands back where it was and you say la tef'al with one finger. La tef'al. And if you want for everybody, you'll say la tef'al. Don't do. All of you don't do. So la tef'al, la tef'al. 4 fingers. Okay? La tef'al. Don't do. La tef'alu, you all don't do. Again, if'al, if'alu. Do, you all do. لا تفعل, don't. لا تفعل, you all don't do. Okay, so we had a little practice of this. We've done this earlier, but the more we keep practicing and use your hands, when you use your hands, it sort of will help you to understand it. And automatically, you know, when you be reading the Quran, it will connect to you. All right, but see now, when you start reading the Quran, please don't do it. It's a fa'ala, so you'll say fa'ala. Don't do this while reading the Quran. Okay, all right. So now in the Quran, there are hundreds of verbs on this pattern. If'al, ifalu, taf'al, la, the many words. The same pattern which we did just now. All this full pattern of madi, mudare, and amr. In the same pattern, you'll find so many words. It can be changed into this. So one word, you can make it into this pattern. All right, so let's do the next word is iftah. Fataha. What is iftah? Fataha, fataha, fatahu. And yaftahu, yaftahuna. Remember? And iftah. So let's practice first amr. Put your hands together. Put your finger up. Open. Iftah. You all open. Iftahu. So open, you all open. Iftah, iftahu. Iftah, iftahu. Okay? And don't open. La tiftah. And you all don't open. La tiftahu. La tiftahu. Okay? So la tiftah, la tiftahu. Don't open, you all don't open. So it's like a command. You're ordering somebody. So you will say iftah. Then you say iftahu. La tiftah. La tiftahu. Okay, so we had a good practice. Now the next word is ij'al. Make. Ij'al. One, make. Ij'al. It's an order. Ij'al. Make. And then the other order is for all of you. You all make. You all make. So ij'alu. Ij'alu. Ij'al, one finger. Ij'alu, many people. Ij'alu. Ij'al, ij'alu. And if you want to do nahi for it, you'll put your hand back together here and say, don't make. La tij'al. Don't make. La tij'al. Or if you want to address to more people, you'll say, all of you don't make. You all don't make. So say, la tij'alu. La tij'alu. So, la tij'al, la tij'alu. Let's do it once more. Ij'al, ij'alu. La tij'al, la tij'alu. Okay. So, that was a good practice. Now, let's review some questions from our previous lesson. Now, can you translate this? Daraba lakum mathalan. Now, daraba, remember, daraba means to hit, to strike, to give. You know, daraba, I'll just to give, to throw, like that's called daraba. So here it's to give. Daraba means to hit, but you can also use also to click something, no, to hit the button. Adrub, that means hit the button. So daraba is used for all those kind of sentences. So daraba lakum mathalan. What's the answer? Translate.
He
gave
you
you
an
an
example.
example.
He gave daraba, not
Yeah.
yadrib is, that means he is giving now, but daraba, he gave
He
an
gave you
example.
an example.
Yes, mashallah, very good. Hal alimtum.
Halant. Do you know?
Did you all know?
Yeah. Hal alimta means one, but now
You all.
alimtum, you all know. Do you all know? Okay. All right. Next. ماذا خلقوا. خلقوا.
Uh, Halaku is the what have you all created?
Yes. So خلقوا, خلقت, خلقت, خلقتم, خلقنا. Remember? So خلقوا. This is ماضي. خلقوا. He created. They all created. So have they created? Yes, mashallah. Good. Alhamdulillah. Smiley face for you. Good job done. And today's lesson, let's learn some more verbs here. So the first verb you are going to learn today is unsur. Unsur. Unsur means help. Unsur. Unsur. Now, the words which we are going to do today, they all, like last time we did the words ij'al or iftah, you see. But today the words we are going to do, it's going to begin with the dhamma, u. Now, for you, for you to recognize, how do you recognize that should I start with iftah or uftah? How do I say? How do we know? So always you will, whenever the middle letter is a dhamma, the hamza will be a dhamma. So here su is there, so it will be unsur. It can never be insur. Never. It will be always unsur. Okay. So that's why this is a new set of four words we will do today, which is beginning with u, not ijal, iftah, no. U. So, unsur, help. But let's put our hands together. Unsur, help. Unsuru, help. You all help. Unsur, you help. Unsuru, you all help. And la tansur, tansur. Tansur, you help. Tansuru, you all help. Ta, remember, ta, when any word begins, it has a prefix of ta, that means you or you all. So la tansur, like don't do, you don't do, and la tansuru, you all don't do. Okay, so la tansur, la tansur, la tansur, la tansur. So unsur, unsuru, la tansur, la tansur. Okay. So let's look at this table. So we have formed the table. So actually we have right now at the end of this course, when we will come to the end of the course, you will know how to any word given to you, you will be able to say all the past, present, and the command of the word. So here you are. Nasara is the word given to you now. So let's see. Can you change? Can you give me the table for Nasara? Let's do it slowly, but together. All of you can repeat after me slowly. Nasara means help. Okay. So Nasara, the past, Madi, down here. It starts down on the right side with one finger. Nasara, Nasaru, Nasarta, Nasartu, Nasartum, Nasarna. Let's do Mudare. ينصر ينصرون تنصر أنصر تنصرون nansur. Again, let's practice this once more. Yansuru, yansuruna, tansuru, ansuru, tansuruna, nansur. Amar, unsur, unsuru, help, you all help. Unsur, unsuru, la tansur, la tansur, la tansur, la tansur. Okay, so let's try to do it a little faster. Okay, let's go faster. Nasara, nasaru, nasarta, nasartu, nasartum, nasarna. Yansuru, yansuruna, tansuru, ansuru, tansuruna, nansur. Unsur, unsuru, la tansur, la tansuru. So the idea is like any word when it is given to you, you should be able to do it like at a fast speed, you know. Let's go a little faster. Nasara, nasaru, nasarta, nasartu, nasartum, nasarna. Yansuru, yansuruna, tansuru, ansuru, tansuruna, nansur. Unsur, unsuru, la tansur, la tansur. Okay, let's go a little more faster. Nasara, nasaru, nasarta, nasartu, nasartum, nasarna. Yansuru, yansuruna, tansuru, ansuru, tansuruna, nansur. Unsur, unsuru, la tansur, la tansuru. So you could catch up with me. Yeah, so this is the thing. So but as we do more practice, more and more words, you will be able to, like, just by looking at the word, you'll know exactly where it what it means, and eventually you will be able to apply it in the Quran. And when you read the Quran, you'll be able to immediately recognize what it means. So when you will come across tansuruna, you all help, or you all will help. So as soon as you'll see tansuruna in the Quran, you'll know, like, instantly it will click to you. Oh, tansuruna, like a language. Like if I say we all, so you know what we all means in English. Same thing in Urdu or any language, because you know the language. But as soon as you know the base of this language, the grammar of this language, you will be able to understand the Quran very easily. Inshallah, inshallah. MashaAllah. So Alhamdulillah, we did unsur. Now let's come to the dialogue. Let's talk. So the word is, I'm asking you, unsur. So what reply you will say? That means help. So you will say, I will help. Unsur. Unsur. That means, yes, you're giving me an answer that I will help. Now can you give me the same answer by using soon I will help? Unsur. Give me an answer.
Sofa ansuru.
Yes, sofa. And unsuru.
Sofa nansuru.
Yes, sofa nansuru. So unsur, unsuru, mashallah. That's good. Here you are. Now, the same unsur, sofa, unsur, unsuru, sofa, nansuru. Now let's add an object to object, the person on whom that action is being done. So you are going to help who? Zaid. And remember, whenever there is an object, that means on whom that action is being done, that is always has fathatin, Zaidan or Zaida, it will be. Okay, so unsur Zaidan, it won't be Zaidun. Okay, because if it is Zaid by itself, you can say Zaidun if it is by itself. But now action is being done. What action is being done? Action of help. We are helping who? Helping Zaid. So it will become Zaidan. Okay, so that was the rule which we did earlier. Whenever on somebody else, when the action is done on whoever is the object on whom the action, the verb action is being done, then it is fathatin. So unsur Zaidan. So your answer will be simple. Sawfa ansuru Zaidan. That means soon I will help Zaid. So I'm asking you, help Zaid. So you'll say soon I will help Zaid. And unsuru Zaidan, you all help. Who we all should help? Zaid. I'm asking you all, please help Zaid. So unsuru Zaidan, help, you all help Zaid. So you will say سوف ننصر زيدا. سوف ننصر زيدا. That soon we all will help زيدا. Okay. So now فانصرنا. Translate.
Us. So help us.
MashaAllah. Lovely. انصر دينك.
ننصر ديننا.
ديني.
دين.
Yeah. Ansur. See, not Nansur. Na, unsur. If I had said unsuru, you will say nansur. Nansur. But I'm saying unsur. You do. So you will say ansur. I will do. Like, let me come back here. So when I said unsur, that means I'm asking you help. So you will say, I will, yes, I will help. Correct? So you will say ansur. The answer is here. Unsur, you say ansur. That is help. I'll say, yes, I will help. But if I say unsuru, you all help. So you will say, yes, we all will help. Nansur. Nansur. Okay? All right, let's get back. Fansurna. Yeah. Okay, so the answer is ansuru dini. Dini. So now let's deen. Remember in the beginning we had done this. So today deenaka and dini we have done. So deenuka dini. So let's practice. Remember rabbuhu, rabbuhum, rabbuka, rabbi, rabbukum, rabbuna. You remember? Rabbuhu, rabbuhum, rabbuka, rabbi, rabbukum, rabbuna. Now dinuhu, dinuhum, dinuka, dini, dinukum, dinuna. Dinukum, dinuna. So dinuna is for our when it is plural. So coming back here, so you said earlier you gave unsur dinak, you said dinuna. So dinuna is when it is plural. So it is dini when it is singular. You got it? Okay. MashaAllah. Now we practice this. MashaAllah. Well done. Good job. Alhamdulillah. Third smiley face for you especially. Okay. Amar and Nahina. Uzkur. Again, let's do new word. Uzkur. Uzkur means remember. So I will again put your hands together. Uzkur. Remember. Uzkuru. You all remember. Uzkur. Uzkuru. Remember. You all remember. And then nahi. Give me nahi. That means negate. Negative answer. Don't remember. La tazkur. La tazkur. Don't remember. And you all don't remember. La tazkuru. La tazkuru. La tazkur. La tazkuru. La tazkur. La tazkur. Okay. Again, let's practice once more. Uzkur. Uzkuru. Remember. You all remember. Uzkur. Uzkuru. La tazkur. La tazkuru. Don't remember. You all don't remember. La tazkur. La tazkuru. Again, once more. Uzkur. Uzkuru. La tazkur. La tazkuru. Okay, mashallah. Okay, now we have this table again. Now let's follow the same table. Let's practice the Madi, Mudari and Amar. All three verbs which we have learnt up till now. So Madi, Zakara, Zakaru, Zakarta, Zakartu, Zakartum, Zakarna. Fast. Zakara, Zakaru, Zakarta, Zakartu, Zakartum, Zakarna. Zakara, Zakaru, Zakartu, Zakarta, Zakartum, Zakarna. It's Madi. I think Madi by now we all know very well. Let's do Mudari. On top, eye level. Yaskuru, Yaskuruna, Taskuru, Azkuru, Taskuruna, Naskuru. Again. Yaskuru, Yaskuruna, Yaskuru, Yaskuruna, Tazkuru, Azkuru, Tazkuru, Azkuru, تذكرون نذكر تذكرون نذكر. Again, يذكر يذكرون تذكروا أذكروا تذكرون نذكر. Alright. Then Amr, أذكر أذكروا لا تذكر لا تذكر. Okay, so we had a good practice. So you should so all this is there in the textbook which I have provided. You'll have this table over there, so you can practice on that table. You can look at the table and just practice on your own later on. Okay, that will help also. And of course, when you will do the homework on in the workbooks, there you'll be able to write and remember and refresh yourself. So alhamdulillah, fourth smiley face for you. Let's do some spoken Arabic. Uzkur. So the answer is simple. Sawfa uzkur, azkur. Uzkur, sawfa azkur. So uzkur, azkur. Uzkuru, sawfa nazkuru. Uzkuru, uzkuru, sawfa nazkuru. Uzkuru, sawfa nazkuru. Oh, okay. Now let's add an object. Last time we added the word Zaidan. Now let's add Allah. So uzkuri Allah. So uzkur, now forget the when you join it, but let's say it. Uzkur Allah. So we are going to add the word Allah. So uzkurillaha. Uzkurillaha. Sorry, it's not heavy. It's light because there's a kasra. That's per tajweed rule. Uzkurillaha. Uzkurillaha. But remember, uzkur, uzkuru. So for now, let's not get confused in that. Just remember the word uzkur. That means remember. Uzkur, hu, Allah. Always there's a fathatain or fatha. So uzkur, Allah. Uzkur, Allah. And uzkuru, Allah. Uzkuru, Allah. So I'm just trying to show you that when the action is being done, the object is who, on whom the object, who are we remembering? The action of remembering is done on who? On Allah. So we are remembering Allah, so it ends with a fatha. So uzkurillaha, so you say sawfa azkurullaha. Sawfa azkurullaha. Okay? Uzkurillaha, sawfa azkurullaha. Then uzkurullaha. Then you say sawfa nazkurullah. Uzkuru nazkuru. Uzkuru nazkuru. So uzkurullaha, sawfa nazkurullah. Alhamdulillah. Now wadhkur, translate.
And remember.
Very good. Mashallah. Mashallah. Good answer. Uzkurullaha.
Sawfa azkurullaha.
Sawfa nazkurullah.
Yeah, uzkuru. Uzkur, if it was uzkurullaha, uzkurillaha, so you would have uzkurillaha, so you would say sawfa azkurillaha. But now uzkurullaha, so you say nazkurullaha. So it's just the singular and plural. And this is how we become experts. The way of becoming expert, or in any kind of any work, is by making mistakes and then correction. Correction, if you remember when we were little also in the school, I don't know what they do these days, but in our days they used to make us write each word like 5 times or 10 times, just repetition, that's a correction, and then you never made that mistake again. So any kind of mistake you made, you must make mistakes. If you make mistakes and then do your correction, that's the best learning. So if you are making a mistake, never feel that I've made a mistake, because that Allah has given you opportunity to learn. So mistake is an opportunity, a learning opportunity, and that applies anywhere. Even in business, if we are doing business, if our business goes bad, does not mean that we just throw away the business. No, we try harder. We try harder till we get success. Any work, any job, food, if you're cooking food, the first time you tried something, it didn't turn out well, you know where you made your mistakes. Second time when you will cook, that food will turn out very tasty. So that's how it is. We, Bani Adam, we human beings are made to make mistakes, and Allah has given us opportunity to correct it. Okay, now اذكر ربك. So now you have to give me an answer with soon. I will اذكر ربك. That means remember your Lord.
سوف أذكر ربي.
Yes, mashallah. سوف means soon. اذكر أذكر. ربك ربي. Correct answer. اذكروني.
Remember
Remember
me.
me.
Yes, remember me. Uskuruni. Yes, me. And uskuruna would have been remember us. Uskuruni, remember me. Mashallah. The fifth smiley face. Now, remember, let's go through these 4 styles of verbs we have learned. Fataha. Let's do it with action. Fataha, yaftahu, iftah. Next. Nasara, yansuru, unsur. ضرب يضرب اضرب. سمع يسمع اسمع. Okay, so now how will you remember these 4 words? You should always remember, because on the basis of 4 words you will see a pattern being followed. Like I'm coming back and showing you, we have done fataha, yaftaha, and here I said it's all coming dhamma. So this is the pattern which is going on. Yansuru, unsur, this is dhamma, and this is kasra. So there is a pattern being followed. So we finished the first pattern, we are doing the second pattern. All right. So but how will you remember these 4 pattern of words, of the verbs? Remember, if you always remember your, do it with action. If you open the Quran, fataha, Allah will help you. It's coming from Allah. Help is coming from Allah. Nasara. Otherwise, you will be hit. Daraba. So if you don't open the Quran, Allah will not help you. So you'll be hit. Daraba. Therefore, listen. Sami'a. So remember these words. Fataha, Nasara, Daraba, Sami'a. These 4 words you must remember, and everything will be going in that pattern. So first one was Fataha, Yaftahu, Iftah. So Iftah, If'al, Ij'al. We have done all this, okay? So let's do Fataha, Yaftahu, Iftah. On the same lines we did Fa'ala, Yaf'alu, If'al. And then we have done Ja'ala, Yaj'alu, Ij'al. Okay, so we have finished this. Now today we have done this. We have done Nasara, the Nasara words. Nasara, Yansuru, Unsur. Now there are other words is Khalaqa, on the same lines. Khalaqa, Yakhluqu, Ukhluq. Then Zakara, Yazkuru, Uzkur. Abada, Ya'budu, U'bud. So these are all the words which are going on in the same pattern. It's using the same pattern of Nasara, Yansuru, Unsur. So Nasara, Yansuru, Unsur, Khalaqa, Yakhluqu, Ukhluq, Zakara, Yazkuru, Uzkur, Abada, Ya'budu, U'bud. All right, alhamdulillah. So this you'll get it. Like I'm repeating it. I'm continuously repeating it. As we keep repeating, it will sort of be cemented into your brains because of our repetition. So now this is like a homework to you, but we will practice it here. This is for you to go home and practice it. But let's do it right now. U'bud, worship. U'budu, you all worship. U'bud, u'budu. Worship, you all worship. U'bud, u'budu. Then, la tu'bud, don't worship. La ta'budu, you all don't worship. La ta'bud, you don't worship. La ta'budu, you all don't worship. So, la ta'bud, don't worship. La ta'budu, you all don't worship. Let's do it again. U'bud, u'budu. La ta'bud, la ta'budu. Again. اعبد اعبدوا لا تعبد لا تعبدوا. Okay, so let's do this pattern of words on On ماضي مضارع أمر. Now down on the hand level for مضارع for the ماضي. عبد عبدوا. He worshipped, they worshipped. عبدت عبدت. You worship, I worshipped. عبدتم. You all worshipped. عبدنا. We all worship. عبد عبدوا عبدت عبدت عبدتم عبدنا. Again. عبد عبدوا عبدت عبدت عبدتم عبدنا. This you should get it by now. Once more. عبد عبدوا عبدت عبدت عبدتم عبدنا. So now let's practice مضارع. يعبد يعبدون. يعبد يعبدون. He worships, they worship. Then تعبد, you worship. أعبد, I worship. تعبد أعبد. You worship, I worship. تعبد أعبد. Then تعبدون, you all worship. نعبد, we all worship. تعبدون نعبد. Let's do it again. يعبد يعبدون. تعبد أعبد تعبدون نعبد. Again. يعبد يعبدون تعبدوا أعبدوا عبدون نعبد. Then أمر. أعبد أعبدوا. لا تعبد لا تعبد لا تعبدوا. Again. أعبد أعبدوا. لا تعبد لا تعبد. So we've done good. Now let's do little spoken. أعبد الله. So you'll answer is
أعبد الله.
أعبد الله. So سوف أعبد الله. أعبد. أعبد means worship. So you'll say yes, I will worship. So you'll say أعبد. أعبد أعبد. But if I say أعبدوا, you all worship, you say نعبد. Yes, we will. نعبد, we will. We will worship. So أعبد أعبد الله. سوف أعبد الله. And then أعبدوا الله. So سوف نعبد الله. So yeah, this is like we are learning how to use it in a sentence, and eventually you will know it in the Quran too. So أعبدوا. Translate.
Worship you, you all.
Yes, worship. Abud is worship you, but Abudu worship you all. Good. Don't worship. Don't
لا
worship.
أعبد.
La ta'budu.
Yes, La ta'bud. Yeah.
La ta'bud.
Ta'bud, ta'budu. Yeah, it's okay. A'budu, a'budu rabbakum. A'budu, a'budu rabbakum.
نعبد ربنا.
Na'budu rabbana.
MashaAllah. Both of you answered correctly. Great. Now, Amar and Nahi. اخلق. Create. Let's this one more. اخلق. This is the last word we'll practice today. اخلق. Create. اخلقوا. You all create. لا تخلق. Don't create. لا تخلقوا. You all don't create. You all don't create. لا تخلق. اخلق. اخلقوا. لا تخلق. لا تخلقوا. Again. اخلق. اخلقوا. لا تخلقوا. لا تخلق. لا تخلقوا. Okay. لا تخلق. لا تخلقوا. Once more. Last time. اخلق. اخلقوا. لا تخلقوا. لا Again I made a mistake. لا تخلق. لا تخلقوا. Again once more correctly. I'm saying it so many times. So it's like, you know, you have those like words when you say, you know, like Betty bought a bit of butter, but the bit of butter was bitter. Betty bought some better butter to make the bitter butter better. So the tongue twisters. So it's become like a tongue twister for me. Okay, so we are going ukhluk again and again. Okay. Ukhluk, ukhluku, la takhluq, la takhluqu. Ukhluk, ukhluqu, la takhluqu, la takhluq, la takhluqu. I'm getting stuck in this ukhluk every time. Anyway, you got it. So ukhluk is create. Ukhluqu, you all create. La takhluq is do not create, and la takhluqu, you all don't create. Alright, so let's do the pattern. Let's practice the pattern. This is very important for you all. You know, you must know how to do this pattern. Khalaqa, khalaqu, khalaqta, khalaqtu, khalaqtum, khalaqna. Khalaqa, khalaqu, khalaqta, khalaqtu, khalaqtum, khalaqna. Then mudari, yakhluqu, yakhluquna, takhluqu, akhluqu, takhluquna, nakhluq. Again, yakhluqu, yakhluquna, تخلق أخلق تخلقون نخلق تخلقون نخلق يخلق يخلقون تخلق أخلق تخلقون نخلق. Again once more. يخلق يخلقون تخلق أخلق تخلقون نخلق. أمر النهي. اخلق اخلق لا تخلق لا تخلق. Again اخلق اخلق لا تخلق لا تخلق لا تخلق. اخلق اخلق لا تخلق لا تخلق. So we have practiced this also, alhamdulillah. Now اخلق, translate.
You create.
أخلق.
Oh,
I create.
I
Yes,
create.
I create. See here, I create. أخلق. So يخلق, he creates. يخلقون, they create. تخلق, you create. أخلق, I create. Got it? أخلق, I create. All right. Next. MashaAllah. Congratulations, you have done today's all the words today, mashallah, very well. Now, since khalaqa is to create, we use the word khalaqa is only for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So we will not practice the nahi because only Allah creates. So we are not going to do the negative of it, the nahi part. And let's come to the learning tip today. Learn with example. Okay, so if I ask you if you're going to learn the word in, and I ask you what's the meaning of in, so you may get confused. In, ana, inna, we'll say in, un, you just get confused. What was the meaning of in? So it's always good to learn with examples. So when you know in, inshallah, so you'll remember the word inshallah. So you know the word in there. In inshallah, the word means if Allah wills. So automatically when you think of, when you are practicing to learn in, just to learn the whole phrase, inshallah, the whole sentence. That way you'll be able to learn better. So like yes, and you'll never forget, because whenever I say, what's the meaning of in? So you don't have to say in, if, no, don't learn it. Learn it. What's the meaning of in? You remember, inshallah. Oh, inshallah. So you'll say if. So do a connection. That way it's easier for you to remember. So if you forgot the example, then there is the chances that you may forget the meaning or get confused with them. And if you keep this example of inshallah in mind, then you will be able to, inshallah, remember its meaning also. And there is no need to remember the example once you memorize the meaning of the word. So if you remember with examples, what's the benefit of learning with examples like inshallah? And we have done many in the past also, so many words I had given you examples. So if you do it with the examples, you can memorize them fast, inshallah, not so easy to remember. You can retain it longer. It will always be in your brain. You'll not forget. And you can recall. It's easy for remembering again. And you will not mix up in the words and meanings. Like in, un, in so many words are there. So you'll not mix them up. So alhamdulillah, today, remember, by the end of today's lesson, that's number 16B, we have learned 194 words which occur in the Quran 38,531 times, alhamdulillah. And please remember this, I told you earlier, this is your textbook. When you open your textbook, look at this table. This table is already given to you. So whatever we did, it's there in the textbook. So you want to practice, you can look at this textbook and practice your actions and just to recall. And of course, the homework in your workbooks, this is the homework. Please sit and do the homework, because by writing you can retain better, you will not forget, and you learn faster by writing. And you, of course, you have the solutions for it, the answers. So look from the answer and do your own correction, do it with a red mark so that your mistakes are highlighted. You know, whenever, just keep writing it, whatever there is mistake, with a red mark you do your correction. So when, as you go, as you progress, you know, those mistakes will not be made, and then you will see in the process, and whenever you remember something, you remember those red marks, and you say, oh, I had made a mistake there. All right, and of course, remember to keep your vocabulary sheet. That's very important. Keep it with you all the time. Refer to it all the time. Check whenever you have time. Keep looking into it. Inshallah, it will help you to remember the words always. So today we have come to the end of the lesson. So let's make a little dua as always. May Allah help us to recite the Quran, to understand it correctly, and make Allah help us to understand whatever we are learning, the words, so that we understand it as a language and we are able to ponder over it, understand its meaning. And may Allah help us to implement on the Quran what Allah tells us to, and may Allah help us to do da'wah, to make Allah help us to be powerful, make our words powerful, so that we can talk about it to others effectively. And in the end, may Allah help us to remember to memorize the Quran. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك نشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت نستغفرك ونتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.